Now on WRDE Coast TV.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announces an impeachment inquiry into President Biden, why many Republicans are imposing an impeachment track.
Aggressive waves and rip currents, how to keep yourself safe with limited lifeguards on patrol.
And we're live here in Harbison at the Dewey Beer Company, and I'll explain why Petey's holding a coloring book and why it fits so well with tonight's activities.
Paying your bill after you dine, how an act of common sense has become a common crime.
From the beaches to the bays, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News at 5 starts right now.
Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with a formal impeachment inquiry into President Biden. Now to Washington, where House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announced today that he's directing an impeachment inquiry be opened into President Biden. It comes as Congress has just 11 working days left to reach a deal to avert a government shutdown. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how hard-right Freedom Caucus members have their own demands for government spending cuts, and with a slim 5-vote majority, Speaker McCarthy is on thin ice.
In a major development today, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy announcing a formal impeachment inquiry into President Biden, centered on allegations that during his time as vice president, he helped his son Hunter Biden make money off of his name.
These are allegations of abuse of power, obstruction, and corruption, and they warrant further investigation by the House of Representatives.
The Speaker directing the House Oversight Committee to open the impeachment inquiry, calling it the next logical step of the Republican-led investigations underway for months. Speaker McCarthy making the move without a full House vote, something he'd said he would not do. There are serious doubts McCarthy would have the votes to proceed, with many Republicans opposing an impeachment track because of a lack of evidence directly tying President Biden to his son's transgressions.
I haven't seen that link yet, and so I'm reluctant to agree with Speaker McCarthy.
The Speaker insisting this step may open up new evidence through access to bank records and other documents.
We are committed to getting the answers for the American public. Nothing more, nothing less.
A White House spokesman saying House GOP investigators' own witnesses and documents have shown no wrongdoing by the president. The top Democrat in the Senate calling the process absurd and a distraction.
We have a government that might shut down because of the House Republicans, and that shutdown will hurt people.
We're not here to talk about brinksmanship.
With hard right members pushing for deep spending cuts, Congress has until the end of the month to reach a government funding deal and avoid a shutdown. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And looking at the history of impeachment inquiries, it's hard to see how this will not ultimately lead to an impeachment vote. But if that does happen, the process is almost certain to die at the doors of the Democrat-controlled Senate. That's if it gets out of the House at all.
There was a large police presence Tuesday near where the convicted killer who escaped from a Pennsylvania prison nearly 2 weeks ago was spotted Monday night. Take a look at this. Police say 34-year-old Daniello Cavalcante is considered armed and extremely dangerous. According to police, Cavalcante stole a rifle from the garage of a homeowner who fired several shots at the fugitive as he fled. There's that police line going right there in the Pennsylvania area. Authorities say there's no reason to believe Cavalcante was injured in that shootout, and they believe he's desperate enough to use his gun. Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens says police are not backing down from the search.
At this point, I believe he is beyond assistance, and he is in that perimeter, and we will actively hunt until we find him.
Police aren't currently recommending evacuations. One school district was closed Tuesday due to police activity and road closures because of the search. Other schools in the area have been moving students indoors for regularly scheduled outside activities. Seen from our coast copter, this is Cape Shores in Lewis. It's just past Savannah Beach. It's a private community. The city voted unanimously last night at the city council meeting to advocate for beach replenishment there at the Cape Shores beach. Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk shows us for the people who live at Cape Shores, this could be game-changing.
Entertaining 8 grandkids on this beach is what Ray Woods does all summer long.
To be so close to the beach and a calm beach with not a lot of waves for the younger kids is just great.
The beach is one of the reasons Woods moved here to the Cape Shores development in Lewis. Woods says it's a struggle for the Homeowners Association to keep up with annual beach replenishment, to keep the beaches from the erosion they face every time a storm comes through.
The HOA dues have increased dramatically over the last 2 years. Our capital expenditures are through the roof because of this replenishment and other things as well. So federal help would be a godsend.
The city of Lewis is asking the congressional delegation for help to keep the beaches replenished for the people who live here at Cape Shores.
We want to make sure that they are recognized, and hopefully our congressional delegation can find a way to seek some funding.
Saliba says the replenishment that takes place on the main beach in Lewis doesn't cover Cape Shores because this jetty and the Cape May Lewis ferry block the flow of sand involved in the replenishment process. Woods is hopeful for the first time since that jetty was put in. They may get help from the state.
You know, it's tough to shoulder all that financial responsibility.
Councilmember Saliba says he's hopeful that this project can be part of the 2024 Water Resources Development Act. That act allocates federal resources for projects here on the coast like beach replenishment. I'm Heidi Kirk in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Ocean City has fewer lifeguards patrolling the beach, and with high rip current warnings in place this week, people need to think before they swim. One beach patrol lieutenant is encouraging people to use good judgment before you get into the ocean.
As far as swimming in the ocean, our number one message always is keep your feet in the sand until the lifeguard's in the stand.
Before going for a swim, the Ocean City Beach Patrol wants people to call the station and ask which parts of the beach are being patrolled that day. Now we take it to the First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams. He joins us live in Harbison with how rip currents will continue to be a risk. Good evening, Paul.
Indeed, they are. In fact, as we take a look at the latest with the rip currents, we take a look and we can see that we have the rip current statement, which is indicating the problematic aspects of that staying in effect for till Wednesday at about 5 o'clock. But not just there, from Dewey Beach to down from Fenwick Island, but it's also inclusive of Golf Club Shore as well as Ocean City. Now, it's listed as a beach hazard statement, but it's pretty much the same thing for Virginia. So don't let that thing throw you and make you think that's something different. Also, we're concerned about rip currents down towards Chincoteague as well. And all the pink that you see right here, this is actually indicating that we have a small craft advisory that's active as well. Here's the latest look at what's happening with our radar. Our radar is indicating that we see scattered showers that are falling towards the southeast, very isolated at this present time. Coming up, we're going to be talking about why the Rehoboth Art League is holding such a wonderful event at a beer company. Live here in Harbison, Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams, back to you.
Well, this morning, Bethany Hall Long, the Lieutenant Governor, announced she is running for governor. Previously, she served in Delaware's State House and State Senate before she was elected Lieutenant Governor in 2016. Hall Long was born and raised in Sussex County, saying this morning as she announced her campaign, quote, "There's work to do to improve access to health care, create good-paying jobs, protect our rights, and strengthen our education system. And I'm up for the challenge because when you give a nurse a job, that job gets done," end quote.
Newcastle County executives Matt Meyer also running for governor. These are the candidates so far, and that brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, will you vote for any of the current candidates for Delaware governor? Let's take a look at the results.
Kind of a mixed bag here. 45% saying no, 35% aren't sure, 20% say yes. And it is important to note right now there are no Republican candidates for governor, and it's still quite a ways away.
Which is why not sure. Not a big surprise. It's getting some of the votes here. You can vote right now. Just go to WRDE.com or use our Coast TV mobile app.
The Brian Allen Stevenson School of Excellence is looking forward to the fall of next year. The school is named after Brian Stevenson, a Milton native who is a famous criminal justice lawyer. The school announced that it started the process of enrolling for the 2024 to 2025 school year. The school is in Georgetown, and it's free, and it's focused on service learning.
DelDOT announced the closure of Wilson Hill Road between Hunting Club Road and Piglet Path It's a fun name. For the installation of crossroad pipes, drivers going west on Wilson Hill Road will be detoured westbound on Route 404 Seashore Highway to State Forest Road, and eastbound drivers will be detoured south on State Forest Road to Route 404 Seashore Highway. The work will begin Monday, September 18th. That'll last through Wednesday, September 20th.
Westside Restaurant, a small business that's operated in Milford for 25 years, is seeing more and more people skip out on paying their bill. According to the Milford Police Department, this does seem to be a common occurrence, but it's not often reported to police. The owner of Westside Restaurant says it may seem like a minor wrongdoing, but it ultimately hurts her local family diner.
It may not be a lot, it may only be like $15, $20, but that's $15, $20 that is still supporting our business.
The Milford Police Department encourages everyone to report situations like this so they can investigate.
A cement trunk overturned in Selbyville. What first responders discovered about the driver when they got to this scene.
Well, stormy weather will continue to impact Delmarva through the middle of the week. I'll have the details coming up in just a few minutes.
But first, the tragic ending of a house fire in Millville. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Beat the wind and rain with 50% off your new Valor roof, plus payments as low as $119 per month. Purchase with purpose. Your new Valor roof helps us donate a new roof every month to combat veterans in need.
833-83-VALOR.
Before you celebrate your new home, protect your surfaces with HydroShield. HydroShield prevents unwanted stains from penetrating the surfaces in your home. Our eco-friendly formulas eliminate the need for toxic chemicals, protecting you and your family. You paid good money for your surfaces. Protect them with HydroShield. Call today for your free total home protection estimate. And relax, we have you covered.
Learn more about our total home protection at hydroshielddelmarva.com.
Get ready for the all-new, redesigned 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. The 2024 Crosstrek is safer than ever for even more peace of mind on every drive. With a Subaru Crosstrek, you can count on plenty of adventures ahead. And when you choose Gateway Subaru, you're supporting local schools through Subaru Loves Learning, which helps kids get the school supplies they need. We're more than just a car company. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Ignite your passion for the arts at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by The Greatest Piano Men, Broadway's Rock of Ages Band, the Rocky Horror Picture Show 48th Anniversary Spectacular Tour, the International Sensation Stomp, and many more. Get ready because this promises to be the biggest and most exciting season ever. Treat yourself to an amazing night of entertainment by securing your tickets now at ococean.com/pack.
Don't get scorched this summer storm season. Stay ahead of the leaks. Save big on your new Valor roof with 50% off all materials and payments as low as $119 per month. Call Valor Roofing today.
833-83-VALOR.
This morning at around 4:50 a.m., the Millville Volunteer Fire Company responded to a house fire in the 32,000 block of Roxana Road. According to the fire department, several family pets sadly died. You can see the home here. All of the people, they were able to escape the home prior to the fire department's arrival. The Delaware State Fire Marshal Office is investigating the cause of this fire, and the American Red Cross is assisting the family.
The cement truck you see here overturned this morning around 5 a.m. in Selbyville. This was on Cypress Road near the swamp. According to the Selbyville Volunteer Fire Company, the driver got out of the truck before any first responders arrived. The department says Cypress Road was shut down until cleaning crews could get rid of that spilled cement. Keeping drivers safe in Delaware, crucial topics that will be covered in a Georgetown town hall.
Well, the stormy weather of the past few days will continue tonight into tomorrow, and then the problem becomes coastal as Lee passes well off our coast. I'll let you know just how much more rain we can expect coming up just after the break.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees. And really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Dive into Ocean Downs on September 23rd for the inaugural Turf by the Surf State Cook-Off. Dance to NRW, DSB, and Jack Russell's Great White. $40 ticket includes all shows. Doors open at noon. Join us at Ocean Downs Casino. Visit oceandowns.com for tickets and info.
We just bought our first home. Sure, there's a lot to fix and money's tight, but thanks to my husband, we're keeping our spirits high and all our costs low. Because with him, the glass is always half full.
Babe, got it.
Even if it's leaking.
You're always there for them.
Of course.
And we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
There's a joy that comes with building your new home on your lot, walking through your design, noticing the little things you visualized come to life, the progress, the completion, and the move-in to your new home. At Berica, we specialize in building strong, energy-efficient homes, custom built in our factory and finished on your lot, wherever that may be. Tour our model homes and factory at our main office in Greenwood. We're happy to help you begin your journey in building your new Berica. Start online today at bericahomes.com.
Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
From gentle ocean breezes to small country towns, Sussex County has it all. That's why you need a real estate company that is familiar with it all. Mann & Sons offers decades of experience throughout Sussex County, whether it's helping you purchase your forever home or find the perfect vacation rental at the beach. Trust our experience. Trust Mann & Sons.
For over 30 years, the difference is clear. Mann & Sons Real Estate.
This weather's brought to you by
Mann & Sons Real Estate.
Well, we're dealing with storms once again this evening on parts of Delmarva after just really the last several days have featured isolated to scattered showers and storms pretty much each day since this past weekend. And we're going to continue to deal with that stormy weather into tomorrow. Right now, as we take a live look at our live radar, well, we dealt with a little bit of rain across northeastern portions of Sussex County earlier. That has since cleared out. Lewis picked up over half an inch of rain. We're now seeing some stormy weather across southeastern portions of Sussex County between that Route 26 and Route 54 corridor. We're dealing with a heavy rain shower impacting areas like Roxanne or Selbyville, and then over towards Fenwick Island, north towards Bethany Beach. This heavy rain shower not moving very quickly, so you're likely going to run into a bit of ponding of water on those roadways, so certainly you need to take it slow if you are traveling in any of those areas. It's also going to be moving into northern Ocean City within probably about the next 15 minutes or so. Now, what we're waiting for the rest of Delmarva to deal with the rain is this cold front off to our west, moving across the Appalachian Mountains this evening. That's going to work its way towards our area overnight tonight and then just kind of linger throughout the daytime hours tomorrow. So we've got some stormy weather on the way. Right now, as I take a live look out on our Bulldog Plaza hotel camera in Rehoboth Beach, it's at least quiet in Rehoboth Beach right now. But as I said, farther down the coastline, it is a little bit stormy. Temps sitting right around 77 degrees in Rehoboth Beach. That storm that's impacting the southeastern portions of Sussex County, I should say, right now, that is going to move out into the Atlantic, just kind of fall apart. Then we should be dry for several hours. But as we move forward on our futurecast, we can see by about 4 a.m. Wednesday morning, deep orange, deep red shading. That is indicating some very heavy rainfall, maybe even some rumbles of thunder, so don't be surprised to be woken up by that late tonight. That's going to be moving through the area. So, lots of water lying on those roadways for that morning commute tomorrow morning. And also, don't be surprised to see some water laying in your yard because the rain could be quite heavy at times throughout the overnight hours. We're likely going to be dealing with isolated to scattered showers continuing to develop throughout the afternoon, throughout the evening hours tomorrow. In-house futurecast, not as excited about those storms later on tomorrow, but we'll have to keep a close eye on that. Some very quick downpours could occur. Rainfall totals, 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches widespread. We could see some localized areas over 2 inches, especially if you see some of those heavier downpours, like for instance in southeastern Sussex County now. You're probably going to pick up about 1/2 inch now, and then you see more rain throughout the overnight hours tonight. And then late week, Hurricane Lee is going to be moving up towards New England. It's going to be bringing some pretty big waves to our coastal locations, 4-foot waves or higher from Wednesday through Friday here along the coast. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast shows stormy weather again tomorrow with those temps near 80 degrees, but then the sunshine takes over and some pretty comfortable weather, sunny and 75 by Friday.
We're on the coast now here in Harbison at the Dewey Beer Company, where we're waiting for the Rehoboth Arts League to kick off their Tuesday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. festivities, where they allow folks to come in and kind of try their hand at charcoals and paints and watercolors and all that kind of stuff, so you can get your hands a little wet and dabble in some of the artsy stuff. And they say you can also bring your own supplies. Well, that's why Petey brought his own supply, because Petey has a coloring book here. All you have to do is go to peteythepeacock.com and you can download or have access to his coloring book, because hey, we might not be a Picasso, but I'll tell you what, you might be able to create a Petey Rembrandt if you get to the right pages with the right number. I hope it has numbers. Petey, is it by numbers? Can I do numbers? Yeah, because I'll need help. Live here in Harbison at the Dewey Beer Company, I'm Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams, fartsying our way through the day. Back to you guys.
I don't know if Petey was just reading the back of the book, if he was stunned, he was just like really looking at it, focusing in.
It's a really cool coloring book. I do have one on my desk, so don't take it.
I'm going to get my own and I'm going to fill it out, okay? You should do the same at home.
All right, well, the Delaware Office of Highway Safety holding a town hall for drivers who are concerned. That forum will be on Tuesday, September 19th from 6 to 7:30 at the Georgetown Public Library. The conversations are centered around topics like impaired driving, pedestrian safety, and speeding.
The Wicomico County Health Department wants to hear your thoughts on binge drinking and substance use among young adults. On Wednesday, October 4th, from 10:30 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. at the Wicomico County Public Library, parents are welcome to share their perceptions on this. Refreshments will be provided.
Still to come, more children living in poverty. Just how many more? We have those statistics up next.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the George H.P. Smith Park at DuPont and Johnson Avenues in Lewis every Saturday from 8 to noon.
Download the free WRDE weather app built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
The Riverwalk Freedom Festival in downtown Milford, Delaware is Saturday, September 16th. Enjoy 4 live bands, Red, White, and Brew Garden, car show, pet park, kids activities, and more. Enjoy Milford's only annual fireworks display at dusk. Riverwalk Freedom Festival, Milford, Delaware.
Party decor and more. The store that has all your party supply needs. Festive holiday decor. Game day team supplies. Balloons that are safe for the sky. Announcing a special surprise. And of course, something for every birthday year that flies by. Party decor and more. The only party store at the beach. Midway Shopping Center in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
The Powerball jackpot is always a lot of money. Right now, it's a lot of money. Powerball is over $550 million.
That's a lot of money.
Please play responsibly.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
The Riverwalk Freedom Festival in downtown Milford, Delaware is Saturday, September 16th. Enjoy 4 live bands, Red, White, and Brew Garden, car show, pet park, kids activities, and more. Enjoy Milford's only annual fireworks display at dusk. Riverwalk Freedom Festival, Milford, Delaware.
Wow! It looks great in here! Hey, Mark! I'm here to help, buddy! Sounds good! We're a little short-staffed. No problem! I brought my crew! Well, why not? Let's get started! Everybody needs a hot tub. Yeah! Who doesn't need a pool toy? Hey, put it back! So what you got here? It's a Finley O sauna for all your aches and pains. Yeah! So come see us at our new showroom, Pools and Spas Unlimited of Milford. Why not?
Poverty has been on the rise in the U.S., especially among children. A Census Bureau report out Tuesday shows about 12% of children were in poverty last year. That's compared to roughly 5% the previous year. The report shows overall supplemental poverty rate rose about 4% in the same time frame. The supplemental poverty rate takes into account non-cash assistance, tax credits, and needed expenses. Economists say that makes it more accurate than the official number.
Exciting news for festival goers. The Fish Festival, it's coming to the Woodlands in Dover next August. The festival will be held on August 15th, and that will go until August 18th of 2024. According to Fish, more information about the tickets, camping, and travel packages, that will come later this fall.
If you love to shop from your sofa, good news for you. Online prices are trending downward. A report out Tuesday from Adobe Analytics shows prices dipped 0.4% between July and August. That might not sound like a lot, but year over year, they declined 3.2%. That's the biggest annual drop in 40 months. The report is a sign inflation might be slowing and the pandemic-fueled spike in online prices is succeeding. Time to take one more look at our Coast TV poll. We want to know if you're going to vote for any of the current candidates for Delaware's governor. Right now, a majority saying no at 43%, though it really is all over the board here. 30% saying they're not sure, 27% say yes, which means they either are going to vote for Bethany Hall Long or Matt Meyer. So we're going to look at these results again at 6. If you have not voted, you can do that on our website. We'll be right back.
All Exteriors offers vinyl siding, stone veneer, and another option you may never have heard of, fiber cement siding.
It's nearly indestructible and energy efficient.
Plus, get leaf-for-leaf gutter guards free or $1,000 off. Call All Exteriors today.
I felt everyone's heartbeat. It was incredible.
Best act of the night.
I think America is going to love you.
I got goosebumps. I don't know what to say.
AGT Live, tonight on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Artists like you make our show special.
I would love you to be on my team.
That was the worst accent I've ever heard.
I don't know, Reba.
The Voice, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
J. Con Scott. J. Con Scott. Fine furniture and new location interiors on Route 1, Rehoboth Beach.
I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. Do you know what a phantom vehicle car accident case is? That's where someone causes an accident and then leaves the scene. If they're never ID'd, you can't sue them, but you can make a claim with your own insurance company for uninsured motorist benefits. If you've been involved in a phantom vehicle car accident case, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
At Precision Exteriors, we use quality materials with excellent craftsmanship and unparalleled customer service.
We do roofing, siding, gutters, and windows, and we offer financing, no interest and no payments for 18 months. See all of our 5-star reviews.
Treated us fairly on price, did quality work, and I would go and do stuff again. We even recommend them to our parents. They were very happy as well.
Measure twice, cut once, and always do it with precision. Precision Exteriors.
Our training and roofing qualifies All Exteriors to give the best warranty. 50-year material and 25-year workmanship.
Plus, get leaf-for-leaf gutter guards free or $1,000 off, or payments as low as $99 a month. Call All Exteriors for your free quote today.
Coming up new on Coast TV News at 6, old 5G poles are still in place at Dewey Beach. The debate between companies and the town at 6.
Well, we've got a few isolated storms impacting portions of Delmarva this evening, and we're going to continue with the threat of thunderstorms, especially later on tonight into early tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind. Right now, though, in Lewis on our Tunnel and Razor camera at the Lewis Yacht Club, looking pretty quiet out there. Still have those blue skies, temps sitting right around 78 degrees. Lewis, though, you did pick up about half an inch earlier today with the storm. Tomorrow, our fishing forecast not looking too great. We're talking about widespread storms in the morning, becoming more isolated and scattered during the afternoon hours, but you want to keep an eye umbrella handy, and if you hear that thunder roar, make sure you're moving indoors. The good news is it's just tomorrow. Once we get past that, our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast shows pretty much dry weather throughout the remainder of the next 10 days with highs in the 70s and 80s.
Alex, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news and local weather, download our WRDE News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.